on display tonight.
Yeah, on display tonight.
Yeah, I just, and I think she had some moments too where she pushed it a little bit too much in transition, understanding time and score. Obviously, we want to throw the ball to Jayla and Laisha in transition, but when we are struggling to finish plays and scoring, understand those things. But I think, Jayla is just, man, growing up, right? Like, we try to tell everyone she had a really, really good summer, good fall. And I don't know if anybody heard this on the postgame with Tim, but Jayla can't make shoot-arounds on days like this because we get her to go to class. And she has study hall at 9 a.m. And so talking to her after practice, she said she's the one that comes to me like, hey, let's come in at 8, get some shots up, go through the scout. I think that's just maturity, right? Like, we didn't have to ask her. It was her decision. And, we're here at 7:30 and she's already here. There's just a different kind. You can just kind of see it that the kid is ready to play. And, obviously we played Cass and Madison, heavy minutes. But I think Jayla's going to keep growing. Getting Abby back, we'll drop those minutes down because that's probably a little bit too much minutes for those guys. But just really, really proud of who Jayla is becoming.
Does her confidence just come from what happened in the off season now, where was a pretty good routine for her to get to this point?
Yeah, I mean, she worked. I think she worked when she went home in May and when she came back in June and July. I think, the credit goes to her, but I think we can credit Janae and Laisha just kind of really staying on her and pushing her and just kind of teaching her how to play and how to just every rep has to be full speed. Last year it wasn't like that, and now you watch her work out, you watch her practice, every single rep is full speed, and she gives us a different, her and Laisha on the perimeter just give us so much length and athleticism. It can make us pretty dangerous in the open floor.
Good to have this kind of test early. I mean, what'd you see out of your team? What'd you learn a little bit about what happened tonight?
Well, honestly, I think the first quarter is who we're trying to become. I think that's who we are most days in practice, to be honest. We compete really hard. Yesterday was sloppy. But we never backed down. We kept working hard. We stayed with it, and we kept battling. And I think that's going to be who we are for a little. I think we missed some easy shots. I think Caitlin missed a few inside. I thought Cass had some really good looks that normally go in. I think we executed a nice little set and got Mads a shot. But they never took the lead, and I'm not so sure that would have happened last year. They just kind of buckled in, stayed down in the stance. I thought when I was smart enough to put Madison on number 2 in the fourth quarter and sit on her right hand, just kind of slowed the game down for them. But if we can take that first quarter and that fourth quarter, I think that's who we are trying to become. And game 1, November 10th. Don't want to play your best basketball right now. Obviously, you want to play well and keep working to get better. But it says 1-0, and we'll keep working to get better.
So I know that earlier in the week when you spoke to us, you said that you wanted to focus on defense and getting better defensively, limiting those turnovers. How do you think your team did tonight? Yeah,
okay. The second and third quarter, not great, giving up 20 points, but 11 points in the first quarter, 8 in the fourth. You hold a team that we didn't know a lot about him, I'll be honest. He went out and got a bunch of transfers that just want to put their heads down and go to the basket and hoop. They've got number 4 was an All-American at the D2 level. Number 21 was a transfer, shot the lights out last year. They just lost a returner to an ACL injury, and I think anytime something like that happens, somebody else steps up and plays out of their mind. Number 25 didn't play for them last year. She was out for an injury, so we didn't have a lot of tape on her. She hit four outside shots 2 years ago, and she comes out and hits them all. Just kind of that, first game for them. But for the most part, I thought when we asked them to do certain things, we did it okay. Like I said, November 10th, we have a very, very long way to go. But proud of our group for staying together when it could have gone the other way when we missed some easy opportunities.
Yeah, because that camaraderie in the second and third quarter were really noticeable from everybody's eyes, that you guys just never gave up and you just kind of kept going, because it got really, really close there for a period of time.
Yeah, it did. Too close. But they never took the lead, and we found a way to win the third quarter. And that's what needs to happen. But, I credit, Ricky and Ava. I thought they were great off the bench, really cheering and being there for Caitlin. I thought Cass's defense in the help side when they had non-shooters in was superb. But I thought our bench was really engaged, even the ones that didn't play. And we just told them in the locker room, stay with us. It's a long season. We're still trying to figure out where all the pieces fit together, how we can play them all together. And if we can keep learning with wins, we'll take it.
Speaking of Caitlin, she had a great night tonight. Can you talk about her performance?
Yeah, I just kind of expect it from her. I think she came out and scored 10 points early in the first quarter. She hit a three. She hit a couple threes, one off of just a UCLA action. She popped it. She sits a ball screen and pops it, go inside to her. I think late in the game she got tired a little bit, and, we've got to do a good job of maybe getting Ricky in and giving her some minutes to, so her and Caitlin can kind of be that 1-2 punch for us. But just feel so confident throwing the ball to her. And I got a good, strong feeling that she missed some shots that she's going to make most nights. Can I say that, Ian?
You can say whatever you want. I did want to ask you about your signing class.
Yeah.
And when you
can finally say it, right?
Yeah. This is the class you earmarked right when you got here, and it needed this class. You want to be a difference. You want to have difference makers in this class. Why will this class push this program forward?
Yeah, I think when I came in March, into April, we kind of just sat down and said, okay, what do we have? And obviously the transfer portal is wild, but we really wanted to build it from the ground up. We wanted to get a big group together who were going to be passionate about Purdue, who were going to be there for their teammates through thick and thin, and wanted to ride it out for 4 years. And I think we did that. I think we hit a home run in terms of who these young women are as individuals and what they're going to bring to the Purdue culture. And on top of all that, they are flat out competitors that are winners and want to hoop and play basketball. I think I think I said it in my statement. The Purdue faithful are going to fall in love with these 5. Cool. Thanks, y'all. Go Chiefs. Go Chiefs.